24-year-old Wendell Thurton Jr. is tonight a free man after pleading guilty to the charges of abetment to murder and abetment to attempted murder. Thurton and a second suspect were jointly arrested and charged back in January of 2016 for the murder of 37-year-old Ian Blair, as well as the attempted murder of Doctor Marcos Rugama. The incident occurred on the morning of January 27, 2016 at the home of Doctor Rugama on Simon Lamb Street. At the time, ACP Desiree Phillips, the then regional commander for the Eastern Division North, informed us of what transpired.
Around 1:45 a.m. this morning, police were called to number 6 Simon Lamb Street. Upon arrival, they were met by Marcos Rugama Miranda. He's a medical doctor. He was observed with a single stab wound to the chest, and he reported to police that he was at home socializing in the company of a friend, Ian Blair, and he went outside to the back door to pick in some clothing off the clothesline, and upon his return he was met by two dark complexions male persons inside his dwelling premises, who he reported had a knife, what appeared to be a knife and a firearm held at Ian, and he quickly tried to ward them off by throwing different things at them, and that is when he was stabbed in the chest. Ian ran to the bedroom, and one of the male persons followed him in there and inflicted a couple stab wounds on him.
Blair succumbed to the injuries he sustained. Shortly after the incident, police detained 3 men, including Thurton, who was only 18 at the time. Initially, Thurton and the 2 other men were charged with 4 counts, 1 count of murder. In the alternative, 1 count of abetment to murder, 1 count of attempted murder. In the alternative, 1 count of abetment to commit attempted murder. In court today, Thurton pleaded guilty to the abetment charges. In his caution statement given at the time of his detention, Thurton told police that he was asked by 2 friends to give them a knife as they wanted to go on a move. He then got a pair of knives from his house and gave them to his friends. He admitted to following his friends to the apartment building of Doctor Rugama. According to Thurton Jr., he remained at the gate while the 2 friends went into the apartment compound. While there, he reportedly heard screaming and left when he saw his 2 friends coming down the stairs, one who was carrying a black TV and the other carrying the knives that appeared to be bloody. Thurton said he then left the property with his 2 friends toward his home, and in doing so, they were detained by police. All charges against one of the 3 accused have since been dropped. The 3rd suspect has since been deemed unfit to stand trial and now awaits a competency hearing. Today in court, in considering a proper sentencing for Thurton, Justice Susan Lamb noted that in a similar case, a 7-year sentence was imposed upon a man who was charged with the same offense. Justice Lamb concluded that the 6.5 years was an appropriate sentence. Justice Lamb, however, gave Thurton time served, which is exactly 6 years and 6 months, leaving him with no more time to serve for the crime. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.